And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Soul Blazer. I am your host, the RPG Guy. And when we left off, we had finished a solid majority of the Mountain of Souls. There's a few other things that we need to do. Some of them are obvious. I'll mention that later. I know that's the thing. But there's a few more things that we need to do. And one of them is me finding the prison. There's the prison. Alright. And we need to actually make one more pit stop. But this is something I guess I could have done earlier, but I don't really find a reason to do it earlier. Every time I've played this game, it's like, oh, I could go do that now, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to do it until this juncture. So the first thing that we need to do is get and I believe it's the Dream Rod. You'll see why it's not a big deal when you decide to do this. There we go. Now we live there. Okay. And you can see that was just kind of weird. Now we need to go back to where we created that land bridge. I said it'll make sense in a moment, damn you. We don't want to do it through there. We want to go this way. And this way. And it should lead us to a little ridged area. Let's see. Let's say it was not over here. Go up here. No, not there. Where is it, damn you? Okay, anyway. Somehow I'd reached that already. That can't be it. Wait a minute. Let's keep looking real quick just to make sure. Maybe I've been smoking way too much crack. No, I don't really smoke crack, guys. Come on. Here we go. No, I was right. Okay, so what it did is it unlocked this that we can now reach. I don't believe we could reach this earlier without doing what we had to do, without doing what we just did. There we go. Do that. And we release the snail, the glorious snail, and that was actually relevant, as you'll see here in a minute, guys. Alright. So that's what doing what we just did accomplished. Let's go back to the town. And like I said, the reason we don't need to do it earlier is because look at how close it is to where we came from. We can do that. Damn right. Motherfucker. Hell yeah. So we pretty much get the Master Emblem there. Master Emblem F. Let me see here. Where am I going? Trying to think. I still think I'm missing something though. You know what? Hold on. I fucked up, didn't I? I got that. Oh, I know what I did wrong. You know, fucking shit. I'm getting my things confused. Hold on. Hold right there. So so let me explain what I did wrong. What I did wrong was there's 2 master emblems here, okay, and I was trying to get them. And what I screwed up was that I went and got the bat thing sorted out, but I forgot to do this. And I want to say, hold on. Let me see. See. This was what we actually released. Let me. Oh my god fucking damn it. Anyway, okay, so let me explain what happened here. Unlocking this in the dream opens this up. It also opens the bridge so you can get over here to reach the cave bats. This is where the mushroom stood in its dream. And that's what I was actually here looking for. But what I did was I unlocked this and didn't think to come back over here and grab this. And I'm sitting there going, wait a minute, that's not the right master emblem. Where's the other one that I know is here? And I'm sitting there thinking about it, like as I'm walking around. And I'm like, oh god damn it, the dream, the fucking god dog. Like I said, there's some frustrating things in this game, and that's one of them. And I will be fair to tell you guys, that is one of the most missed emblems in the game. Is that one on its... That one just outright is just a pain in the ass. So we should have D, E... Well, we just picked up E and F. We should have C and D as well. So there's still a whole bunch to come. And ironically, we're getting to the near point where we actually get a really cool item. But we're not going to get an E yet, because we still got shit to do. So for the most part, I'm trying to think. Well, no, we'll just go fight the boss. There's really nothing else to do. Except fight the boss. So let's go fight the boss. I'm sitting here thinking, well, isn't there something else I could do? No. I remember the second or third time I played this game, when I didn't, and I'll be honest, the emblem F was acquired, fucking shit. It was acquired around, I want to say around the time I used the emblem, I actually had used, you know what, this is not working for me. I'd rather have the defense. It ended up being about the time... Sorry, I'm trying to focus here. I had gotten the game guide for this game, and I had not found all the emblems until I had that game guide. And once I had the game guide, it was rather simple to find, but I remember being, like, insatiably pissed off with how easy it was to get at that moment. I was very upset. Like, not like very upset, but like, who would know to, like, I'm one of those people that just like, who would know to go and look there? And it was one of those things where I tried to commit it to memory that that's where it always was going to be. But sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. There's not much of a way to dodge that. Let's, put that on. Chances are we're going to need it. So the real trick is to dodge that first attack of stuff, but you can't really do that from the center, so you gotta be careful. And then... go with the defensive one's been working for me better anyway. This is the actual best place to kill this dude. Yeah. He's almost dead. There we go. He's not too bad. He can be tricky if you're trying to just do blunt swings at the guy, but I've never thought of him to be too hard. So yeah. And we get restored to full health. Alright, so now we gotta make our way back to town, or back to the mountain town. Quiet little mountain town. The sun is shining and the grass is green. Under the sea ships, don't mind me. This is the day that's hard to win. Okay, anyway. head down. I believe it's all the way at the bottom. Over there, actually. Like how the prison's right near where the king is. Okay, so I went down the wrong side. And that'll complete this area for us, which is awesome. I mean, I always found the mountain to be one of the easier dungeons, one of the easiest dungeons in the game, even probably on par with the very first dungeon. Not Leo's painting, the Grass Valley cave dungeon, whatever the fuck it was called. Those ones tend to be, in my opinion, the hardest, but whoever collects the Master's 3 symbols, the red hot mirror, the red hot ball, the red hot stick, shall have the Phoenix help them. That person will inherit the strongest power. If you collect them all, bring them to me. Okay. Oops, don't need to talk to him again, though. Whoopsies! Alright, so now we need to go back to the prison. See, I'm doing shit backwards again. See, this is a habit of mine. I tend to sometimes do shit backwards, and then I get in trouble in games for doing it backwards. I went towards the cells first, because that's where we actually go after we talk to the king. And that's obviously Dr. Leo's friend. King Magrid to build a machine that would be... Yeah, we read the fucking intro, buddy. I speak your language. Alright. And thus we get the silver stone. So we're getting there with the stones. Oh, and we're getting there with the emblems of all things. And actually, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Very soon, and I do mean very soon, we're going to be getting access to a lot of those emblems. Not a lot, but we'll be able to clear up some loose ends that people have been wondering if we're going to ever clean up. Trust me, we will. Let us go ahead and move. Now, we need to actually go back to Saint Elay, however you want to call it, because we need herbs, and obviously we don't have one. And the mountain, of all places, the Mountain of Souls does not offer anyone who carries herbs. So this is the point of the game where if we use herbs, we got to do a little bit of backtracking, which is not always the most fun thing in the world to do. Alright. Let us skedaddle. Skedaddle this way. And then we'll go to the new area and we'll save there. But we're, like I said, we're getting there slowly but surely. And we'll make a save. We just beat a boss. I mean, come on. You don't know what's going to be on the other side of the wall. Yes, I wish to fucking continue. Alright, let's keep going. Now now we're gonna get into some of the bigger dungeons of the game. I shit you not. Only the powerful Zantetsu's sword can defeat. Talk to a certain door to get you into the room. Okay, so, you know, the more you know. So what you need to know is that the sword that kills metal creatures, metal beings, whatever, is found here. Trust me, it kicks ass. We've been waiting for this weapon for a while, but the game's mention of just that alone implies that we're gonna bump into some enemies that are gonna be very hard to kill without it. So we'll start going balls deep. Luckily, we haven't run into them yet. I don't think we actually do run into them right away. Not something I'm, like, dreading right now. Let me think. Let's go this way. Can't really swing at it. Oh, look out! It's funny because that enemy exists in Illusions of Gaia. There's a metal enemy. Let us do something a little different then. Another fucking metal enemy. Ah, I'm getting killed! More metal enemies. Fuck. Just get the fuck away from that thing before it kills me further. Yeah, we gotta get that sword ASAP. Music here is kind of interesting. Not a fan, but I'm just saying it's kind of interesting. You can say, even with our new armors and weapons, we're taking... I even think I have the shield bracelet on. We're still taking a lot of damage. Alright, and that leads back out that way. Let's go back. Before I get my ass handed to me further. There she blows. The incredibly awesome Sentensutsuken sword. Or whatever the fuck it calls it. What is it again? Zentetsu. I keep thinking Zentetsu Suken for some reason. I don't know why. It's not even a word. Alright. Now you might be wondering, well, I guess you're going to the Maker to heal. No, I'm actually not. We've got a lot of fucking bullshit to do now. We're gonna be busy fighting off all the asshole enemies we had not fought in the past. And there's a lot of them. Luckily, as the dungeons progress, though, there's less upon less of them. So, but we do need to go and do a little bit of backtracking. So, side quest time, ho! Because you don't really have to do this, but it is incredibly recommended. I could have said highly. No, I incredibly recommend. No, fuck it. I highly recommend that you do this. You're gonna be out of your fucking mind not to. Okay? So let's do this. First things first is now we're back, in the first area. We're gonna go to Leo's painting. Now, Leo's painting has the most metallic enemies in it to my memory. So you kind of have to start from the beginning and work your way through it. Oh, I need Leo's brush. Bullshit, it's returned to fucking normal. I just need the right item. No. There we go. And we'll put on, for this one, we'll put on the power bracelet. Because we've got some metal enemies to murder. And murder them with extreme prejudice we shall do. And like I said, since I don't always remember exactly where they are in this place, it's just like I said, as you can see, it's easier to just backtrack. Fuck you. 250 just for the one kill. That's a lot of XP, mind you. Get the fucking thing. There we go. And that's more magic. Yay! And then we gotta kill a few more. Let's see, the XP is just phenomenal. You can gain a level just we might gain 1 or 2 levels just doing this. Considering the boss we just fought, I think, gives about 400 XP or so, 450. This the fact that we are fighting the enemies in the way that we're fighting these types of enemies, just killing a handful of them are just giving us great, glorious XP. Okay, that should have opened one of the ground buttholes. And there's still more. We might actually gain a level from this. Alright. So we need to keep track of that. And there's going to be one of those seals that's on the ground. The only reason I found the seal, or the emblem there, I'm sorry, I keep saying seal. The reason I found the emblem right there was because there was nothing there. And that just seemed like there was some serious bullshit going on. Maybe we won't level. Oh, no, we didn't really level. Gotta be pretty close to leveling, though, just from killing all that stuff. And there's some ivy that leads to a gem. Yay! Alright, now we get to head to the warp point. That's the other reason I prefer going from the front of the dungeon to the back. I could have just warped to this point, but then I would have had to either walk all the way back or walk all the way to the exit. And either way you look at it, it's the same distance. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me to go further. Alright. Move it, numbnuts. Get my fucking way. Now we're gonna get a sword that we're not strong enough to use. It's a good sword, but we're not gonna be able to use it. But let's get the emblem first. Sweet. And then I believe we gotta go to the clubhouse. And then do it through there. Through there! Not the clubhouse, but the little passage that dickhead was blocking earlier. And up we go. And there we go, the recovery sword. And look at that, it's way down the list. It's much stronger than the Zentetsu sword. HP will be filled when monster is defeated. This sword does kick a lot of ass, but it's far beyond what we can do right now. We can't equip it other than to use it as a... Any weapon that you're not the right level to equip just sticks out as if you're using it as a thrusting weapon. And the whole purpose of its damage is kind of negated by that in a real way, in a real sense. So don't really recommend it, but whatever. Okay, so we'll save, and then we'll move to Greenwood. Yes. And there we go. All right. All right, so first things first, we got to get to the fire shrine. Now, like I said earlier, there's not as many enemies here. There's not as many metal enemies, to be specific. I went the wrong way. Probably could have gone through the portal, I guess, but oh well. There's not as many metal enemies to worry about, so I don't usually think of it as a big deal. And the XP from these regular enemies is kind of trivial, so I shouldn't really be dicking around with it. Now, the metal enemies are the enemies that pretty much populated the fire shrine, which you'll see in a moment here. And they were on that floor where they were in the labyrinth portion, as well as all of the scorpion fuckers. And that's what they were, the iron scorpions or whatever. We gotta kill all of them. And there will be a good handful of them worth killing here. I still think there are more. Yes. Okay, so we've opened that. So let's go open it. Or unlock it. And here's a thing, stay. Yeah, this one's pretty trivial. She gives you 1 XP. Now, she gives you 1 XP, I believe, every time you talk to her. But I guarantee you'd be there for fucking ever. 1 XP in this game is nothing. So, as you can see, these iron scorpions, metal scorpions, giving a delicious 350 XP a kill. I swear after this metal hunting excursion, we should be, like, able to level up from it. I don't know. Actually, maybe not. I'd be surprised if we couldn't. There's the ground anus for the metal scorpions. Alright, there should be like 1 more. Okay, or 2 more even. There's the other one. I also think there's another one. Didn't hear it make the all clear noise. No, there's still another scorpion floating around somewhere. Where are you, you bastard? I will end you. It's probably floating around on the right side. We didn't kill very many on the right side, so I'm more inclined to believe he's over here somewhere. Maybe towards the bottom? Alright, you scorpion fuck, where are you? Problem is, the little bastard keeps moving. So he doesn't stay still like a good little bastard. Come on. The fuck is it? Let me see here. Okay, so let's go towards the center, because that's one place I haven't checked. Oh, this little fuck stick is somewhere down here. God damn it. I hate this. I hate when I can't find one of these bastards. It's like the one enemy. There he is. There he is. You son of a bitch. Making me work harder than I have to. Should have been enough. Yep. Yeah, and then the game trolls you that way, you know? Just fucking dang. Fucking dang! The strange bottle, even though we really don't care about strange bottles. I personally don't. Alright. They're not until, like, endgame do I give a shit. Alright. Let's go deeper, because there's still more of these dudes. And we should probably equip the ice armor so we don't have to worry about things. And the reason the ice armor is relevant, because the scorpion dudes are going to be on this stuff here, the fiery platforms of rectal burning. And okay, there's the gem, there's that, then they're further over this way. Okay, so you know what? One could even argue there might be a few more scorpions than there are the little spinner dudes from the first dungeon. But if there are, it's only just by a few. Alright. It's great to get the revenge on these guys for making me have to actually walk around them. I don't think we've finished yet. I still think there are more. I saw you. I still believe there are a few more. Alright. Yep. Yeah. Fuck you, bitches. Okay, there's obviously more scorpions at this point. But we still have to come back this way later in the game, by the way. For those of you pondering. And we released a Boyd. Alright. Because there's an enemy we've not been able to kill yet. There's still an enemy we can't kill. Here. But don't worry about it. Because we'll deal with it later. Luckily, those enemies are much easier to get to than the fire ones. Alright. And there we go. We're done here. If you want, I'll talk to the bird for you guys. So he tells us nothing we don't already know. Yay. Let's move on. One more set of metal enemies that we can really deal with out the door. That is at Saint Elise. Or LA, whatever. So let's go there. I'm not going to save right now because this one's a little easier to do. And we're going to put on the bubble armor for this one. And I want to say the fastest way is this way. Is actually through the actual start of the lower dungeon. It's not on the islands. Remember I don't know if you guys remember but we saw them twice. We were able to kill one through kind of like a cheat with the not a cheat, but like a trick with the lightning, the lightning rod pyramids. And this time, however, we weren't able to do it coming through this area. Wait a minute. Not this area, it's the southern area. Wrong one. And what we were trying to do was we were going to kill the iron gorilla. Or the metal gorilla, whatever you want to call it. I call them iron on accident. I don't know why. I believe they're just metal. They're metal enemies. And so that's where we need to go. Like I said, I went the wrong way. So we'll head up and over. And then the metal gorilla is up here. And this one you really want to make sure you do. I can't stress that enough. Really make sure you do this one. But you see, we don't get good XP for him because we ended up killing some for free earlier. Not technically for free, but we killed some in a specific way, but eh. Anywho, we release a mermaid, so now we need to head back. We'll use the gem to do that. Ooh, look at... But yeah, for some reason the other metal enemies give you a lot of XP, but that one doesn't. Probably because the other ones are optional. This one is also optional, but I do recommend it, but it's very obvious that you need to do it for an even bigger reward, so maybe that's how they justify it. And we need to go talk to the mermaid we just saved. No, it's not here. What the fuck's wrong with me? It's the large building down below. Stupid. Dumbass. I don't know why I went up there, but I did. It's not you. I want to say it's... not you either. It's one of these mermaids, and I forget which one. There we go. And so we get the red hot stick. Yay! We don't have the other two items necessary, though. There's still two other items, right? The red hot ball and the red hot fuck poker. Anyway, that's what we came all this way for. Let us go ahead and go back to the lab. And we'll make a save. And that's pretty much all the metal enemies that existed in other dungeons. Pretty straightforward. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. On the next episode of Let's Play Soul Blazer, we head through Dr. Leo's laboratory and maybe try to piece together what he was doing and, you know, now be able to slay a shit ton of those annoying metal enemies that pretty much almost killed us. And we've, like I said, got more to do. Thank you guys for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Bye! Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.